Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. And here comes the man. It's this one of the hottest. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. He fails to score with that left hook. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. That one will count. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. Insane action. A perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Galahad is rocked. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance without a doubt.
On to the second round. Beautiful counter punch. That jab misses. Punch caught him clean. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter shot lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nope, that jab not going to score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Done with that counter shot. Nice slip to avoid the jab. And he scores with the counter. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Catch and shoot. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep it...
Let's get it started in round three. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
counter punch. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. How about that time counter shot? There's a counter shot. Back and forth they go. Nice counter punch right up the middle. No rest for the weary. The perfect counter lands. Giving us a high-tempo show. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Jab slightly off target. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Frampton now knocked backwards. He's got to cover up. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the tournament's got to put a firecracker.
Back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter. Just misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Beautiful counter shot. Trying to land that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Quick punch scores. Nice counter punch. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Punch, counter punch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Beautiful counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Uh-oh, Galahad in real trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Switch back on, get focused, and get your mind back on the job.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back.
You need to go back out there and need to win this round. Get your mind back.
On to the 6th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Galahad is rocked. Thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Punch, counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? And there's the bell for round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Uh-oh, Galahad in real trouble. And now they're right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice defense there to stop the right hook. How about that time counter shot? like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt.
There's the bell to start round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Nice defense on that hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd.
Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESBC. Beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding. Step in the ring and swing left, right. Man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No about ping. We bring when right. Somebody shot swing. Ding ding. Step in the ring and swing left, right. Man's head get step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, know about ping, we bring when right, somebody shots fling.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points